Good morning, Boker Tov, everyone. This week's Torah portion begins with the word Re'eh, see. God says, I've placed before you today a blessing and a curse. The blessing is when you listen to my commandments and observe and obey them. And the curse is, God forbid, if you stray from the path of the Torah that I've set forth for you. But the Torah uses the word see. Usually the Torah says listen, obey, but here it says see, Re'eh. And the word Re'eh is the highest level of observance of mitzvot. You see, there are three ways to do a mitzvah. The first way is, I do it because God told me to do it. I don't understand it, I don't appreciate it, I don't relate to it, it doesn't resonate with me, but I'm obedient because God said I should do it, I'll do it. The higher level than that is when you do it because you have an appreciation for it, you have an understanding, you intellectually grasp and perceive in your mind's eye the benefit of doing this mitzvah. But the ultimate level is physically seeing. Just like when you see something physically, as they say, seeing is believing, it's tangible, it's real, it's concretized, so too when you can do the mitzvahs in a way that you see how every mitzvah is a blessing in your life. That is the ultimate level of connection to Torah mitzvot. And that's what the Torah is saying, that the ultimate blessing is, yes, we should do the mitzvot on any level, even if we don't understand or appreciate it. But the ultimate is to see it, to see how the blessings come from the ways of following Hashem's Torah mitzvot. Sometimes we're really blessed to see it. And one such occurrence happened this week. On Sunday, I needed a locksmith. And so one of the young professionals in our community, his name is Shmuel, an Israeli boy, is a locksmith. So I called him to my house, he came, he repaired the lock, did a great job. Afterwards we started talking, and he told me his story. He had gone to Israel for a wedding in the beginning of October. And when it came Shabbat, October 7th, it was after the wedding, and some of his friends said, we're going down south to the Nova Music Festival. Why don't you join us, come to the music festival? So he said, fine. They got him a ticket, and they gave it to him, and they said, we'll see you there. He says, but my parents are Shomer Shabbat. And he said, I didn't have my own car, I was visiting, I would have to take their car to the music festival. And I said to myself, how could I do this to my parents? I know they're going to be upset all Shabbat, they're going to be aggravated that I drove to the music festival on Shabbat. I don't want to cause my parents this aggravation. And so in the last minute, he called his friend and he said, I decided I'm not coming. And instead, he went and had Shabbat with his parents. Friday night, they ate together, they celebrated, they went to sleep, and in the morning he wakes up, and of course they heard the news. And they went into the safe room, and he was there with his parents to reassure them, that his elderly parents, that everything's going to be okay, and watch over them and protect them. And he was so grateful that he wasn't down south, not just for his own life to be spared, but that his parents shouldn't have to sit alone in the safe room. And then, a few hours later, he got called up as a reservist. And he went down to Gaza. And he fought for 6 months, only returning to West Palm Beach in March. But the story doesn't end there. He said, when we were in Gaza, we were going from house to house trying to clear out terrorists. And he said, we came to one house, and I was in the front of my unit, and I was about to enter in with a group of soldiers to follow me. And he says, I had fought prior in Gaza in the Battle of Jenin. And he said, suddenly I noticed something that I'd noticed from a prior battle, that something on the window shade looked like a booby trap, that the house was booby trapped. And I put my hand up and I motioned to all the soldiers behind me, and I pointed to the window shade, showing them not to enter because the house is booby trapped. And sure enough, it was, and they had to detonate it, blow it up. And he saved not only his life, but all the soldiers who were going to enter behind him as well. And he looks back and he says, I kept Shabbat, but not only Shabbat, honoring your father and mother. I didn't want to aggravate them. And God spared my life and enabled me to save the lives of others. And instead of being at the music festival, I got to spend Shabbat with my parents. The Torah says in the Ten Commandments, honor your father and mother and you'll be blessed with a long life. He got to see, Re'eh, with his own eyes, how keeping Shabbat and honoring his parents literally gave him the blessing of long life. May we all merit to see the blessings that come to us as we obey and observe and follow the ways of the Torah and the mitzvot. Have a wonderful day.